In the relentless cycle of smartphone releases, it is rare for a mid-range device to truly disrupt the status quo. Usually, you pick two: good cameras, fast performance, or a low price. However, Tecno has spent the last few years quietly chipping away at this rule, and with the quiet launch of the Camon 50 and Camon 50 Pro, just ahead of their global spotlight at MWC 2026, they may have finally shattered it. Arriving with a headline-grabbing 6,150 mAh battery, a periscope telephoto lens usually reserved for phones twice the price, and a rugged IP69K rating, the Camon 50 series isn't just competing, it's flexing. We've managed to get a comprehensive look at these devices following their debut in select markets like Indonesia and Kenya. Is this the new king of the mid-range? Let's dive deep. Design and build. Elegance meets tank-like durability. Tecno has completely overhauled the design language for 2026. Gone are the sharp, boxy edges of the previous generation. The Camon 50 series embraces a more organic, fluid aesthetic that feels significantly more premium in the hand. The standard Camon 50 features a flat frame and a flat display, catering to purists who despise accidental touches. It feels modern and industrial. The Camon 50 Pro, however, screams flagship with its quad-curved 3D design. The screen spills over the edges, meeting a slender frame that makes the phone feel thinner than its actual dimensions. But the real story here is durability. In a shocking move for the mid-range segment, both devices boast an IP68/IP69/IP69K rating. IP68, submersible in water. IP69K, resistant to high-pressure, high-temperature water jets. This is construction site levels of protection in a device that looks like a piece of jewelry. The camera module has also been refined. It's a circular orbit design inspired by classic rangefinder cameras, now with a knurled metal ring that adds a tactile, mechanical feel. Winner, the Camon 50 Pro for its premium curves, though the standard model's flat utility is commendable. Display, 144Hz smoothness for the masses. The display war has plateaued in recent years, but Tecno pushes the numbers just a bit further. Size, 6.78-inch AMOLED. Resolution, 1.5K, 2644 by 1208 pixels. Refresh rate, 144Hz LTPO. Peak brightness, 1,600 nits HBM. Rumors of 3,000 nits peak in specific HDR scenarios. The jump to a 144Hz refresh rate is noticeable for gamers and those who scroll aggressively. The UI glides with an almost liquid smoothness that makes standard 60Hz iPhone screens look ancient. The Camon 50 Pro utilizes an LTPO panel, allowing it to dial down the refresh rate to save battery, while the standard model likely sticks to a switchable 60/90/120/144Hz implementation. Color accuracy out of the box is punchy, classic AMOLED saturation, but Tecno now includes a professional color profile in settings that targets the sRGB gamut for photo editing reliability. Performance and hardware. The 4G versus 5G divide. This is where the two models diverge most significantly. Tecno Camon 50 Standard. It runs on the brand new MediaTek Helio G200 Ultimate. While the 200 naming suggests a massive leap, it is effectively a supercharged version of the Helio G99/G100 series. It remains a 4G chipset. For daily tasks, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, and browsing, it is flawless. It's efficient and cool. However, heavy gamers might find the GPU limits in titles like Genshin Impact at high settings. Tecno Camon 50 Pro 5G. The Pro model steps up to the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Ultimate, or 7400 in some regions. This 4nm chipset brings 5G connectivity and a significant boost in raw power. It handles multitasking with ease and can sustain higher frame rates in games thanks to better thermal management. Both phones come with 8GB or 12GB of RAM, expandable virtually, and start at 256GB of storage. The lack of a microSD slot on the Pro model, rumored, might irk some, but the generous base storage softens the blow. Verdict: If you need 5G and gaming power, the Pro is mandatory. The standard model is strictly for casual users. Cameras. The Camon legacy lives on. The Camon series stands for Camera On, and the 50 series justifies the name. This is, without a doubt, the most versatile camera system in the under $400 price bracket. The main shooter, both models. Both phones utilize the 50MP Sony LYT-700C sensor. It's a large 1/1.56 sensor paired with OIS, optical image stabilization. Daylight. Images are crisp, with excellent dynamic range. Tecno's universal tone technology continues to shine, rendering skin tones of all complexions accurately without the ghostly whitening or oversaturation seen in competitors. Low light. The OIS coupled with the f/1.88 aperture means night shots are bright and noise-free. The Telephoto King Pro model only. Here is the killer feature. The Camon 50 Pro includes a 50MP periscope telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom. Most mid-rangers give you a useless 2MP macro lens. Tecno gives you a studio-quality portrait lens. The 3x zoom, 70mm equivalent, is perfect for portraits, compressing the background beautifully. It also supports a 60x hyper zoom via AI, which is surprisingly usable up to 10x. Ultra-wide and selfie. Ultra-wide. An 8MP sensor handles wide shots. It's serviceable but lacks the detail of the main sensors. It's the only weak link in the chain. Selfie. A 32MP front camera with autofocus. It supports 4K video recording, which is a massive win for vloggers. The dual flash hidden in the bezel returns, saving your selfies in pitch-dark nightclubs. Battery and charging. A 2-day monster. If the camera is the hook, the battery is the anchor. Tecno has fitted both phones with a massive 6,150 mAh battery. In a world where 5,000 mAh is the standard, that extra 1,150 mAh makes a profound difference. Real-world usage. We easily managed 2 full days of moderate usage, social media, emails, Spotify, light photography. Even with heavy 144Hz gaming, killing this battery in a single day is a challenge. Charging is handled by 45W Ultra Charge. While not the fastest in the industry, some competitors hit 67W or 100W. The trade-off for a larger capacity cell is worth it. You can get from 0% to 50% in roughly 30 minutes. The phone also supports bypass charging, allowing you to play games plugged in without heating up the battery, a feature usually found in dedicated gaming phones. Software. iOS 16 and the AI revolution. The devices ship with Android 16 layered with iOS 16. Tecno's software has matured. The bloatware has been reduced, though not entirely eliminated, and the animations feel cohesive. The buzzword for 2026 is AI, and Tecno is on board with its Tecno AI suite. AIGC Portrait generates stylized avatars based on your photos. AI Eraser removes photo bombers from your perfectly framed shots, and it actually works. Ella 4.0. The voice assistant is now powered by a large language model, LL, making it capable of understanding complex, conversational queries rather than just set an alarm.